I want to talk about Ack. Because remember, I was talking to Troy about this shit last night in the group chat.
Yeah. What about him?
Just like the whole scenario.
What the fuck? The grooming.
Yeah, the grooming stuff. Nigga, don't want no motherfucking grooming. If it was a 15-year-old girl, okay, then you could call it grooming. So it's not a girl.
I looked up the definition of grooming. That's training someone younger to do something in your interest. That's what that is. So
yeah, nothing he's doing is in my interest. I'm trying to help him get hoes. I'm asking him, do he get bitches? And dude, like, oh, there's gotta be some 15-year-old bitches you can fuck, and like that's type of the energy he was on. And nigga, what I was saying to Troy, fuck it, I know it. I was gonna read the shit, but essentially what I was saying to Troy is like, yo, like, we grew up and we like in our community, especially in the black community. I know they do this in other communities, but when guys get around, like everyone has younger cousins. So when you're around younger cousins, you like, you ain't get no bitches. Like, oh, what a hoes at?
What did I say to you when we first originally spoke about this?
Shit, what'd you say?
Remember when you asked me about this on Twitter?
You were kind of.
I was like, I said the same exact thing. I was like, bruh, this sounds like some shit that like my older cousins used to do when I was a fucking teenager. It's like you just fucking around. I was like, it's not that deep.
I agree with what y'all saying for sure, but I think the thing is with people, and then kind of how I felt to a sense, it's just the fact of how he was responding. He was just like, he kind of was on some like, yo, like even the 15-year-old, he was like, let's not talk about this. He kind of you could tell he wanted to move from the conversation, was a little uncomfortable, and that's what made it kind of cringe watching it, honestly. Like if the 15-year-old was like, yeah, I might crack that shit, like I was going like back with it and kind of was engaging in it, then I'll be like, yeah, this is how we talking shit. But
see, to me,
the internet is definitely taking it a little, exaggerating it, but with no context before it even went like crazy. I watched that clip and I was just like, oh, this is a little cringe. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
yeah,
that's just my opinion of it.
Again, all that shit is like somewhat cringe to a point. But like, again, it's just like fucking jonesing. It's like this. It's just like cracking jokes on my teenage cousins. It's just like fucking around. Like,
the little kid was weird.
Yeah,
to me, the little kid was weird.
No, I agree
don't get me wrong. He could have stopped talking about it. But the little kid to me is weird. Any 15-year-old that's not talking about getting no bitches.
I wasn't.
But even then, not even that. Just that, Jamaree. Because there was still a point back when I was that age where it's like you shy about certain things. But your cousins still they like, we on your ass, boy. Yeah. Like they just fucking around. Like that shit kind of comes with it.
I was worse than that.
I think that they were just like fucking with it.
They was.
You know what I'm saying? I don't consider that grooming.
It's not grooming. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I don't get the grooming.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I hear y'all trying to be like, why y'all say this? But I'm like, the kid's gonna be fine. Like
it's a 15-year-old boy. It's not like if it was a 15-year-old girl. All right, now
that's when it's weird.
Then it's weird because now it's a little girl saying, "Oh no, I don't think we should talk about this." And you got a bunch of dudes talking about, "Oh, you ain't getting no dick." Oh, da 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 da. Like that's weird. Like I wouldn't even do that to my little sister.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But if it was my little brother, hey, what
double standards?
Yeah, because when I got my little cousins, and they're teenagers, and we be fucking around, be like, "Hey, bro, make sure you fucking rap that shit, bro." Like, you know what I'm saying? Just talking bullshit, bro. Like little dumb shit. And it's like, but that's that relationship again. I think the only thing that Act fucked up on that situation was just that wasn't like his family, and he realized and people were viewing it. But I think they get so comfortable on stream, they just be talking shit.
The hen dog, the tequila or whatever he was drinking kicked in, and he was just like, he just kept going with it. He should have, in my opinion, I think there was a point where he could have just stopped and been like, oh shit, hold on, wait, I don't really know this nigga like that. Whatever, fuck it, move on.
Yeah,
but the actual conversation, and it wasn't nothing crazy, nigga. We talking about a 15-year-old boy. Majority of 15-year-old kids are trying to get sexually active, nigga. They pass through puberty. They beat and they meet. They doing X, Y, and Z. So, nigga, stuff is happening.
Hold up, Jamaree, what age you lost your virginity?
I lost mine at 18. But shit, I had gotten head and all the other shit way before that. But
do you what age you lost yours?
20.
20?
Late bloomer.
I lost
this nigga too.
No, I lost mine at 18.
Oh.
Yeah. I lost mine at 18.
That's why I can understand. Like I remember being 15 and then like even kids my age around were talking about, yeah, you talk to that girl. I was just like, oh shit.
Nigga, when I was in eighth grade, nigga, I was finna knock some shit down. So
I feel you, niggas just be 10-year-olds who be talking about
like
shit.
that.
I wasn't saying.
Nigga, I was in there about to clap some shit.
Trying to develop your mind.
Nah,
like,
T. I was like you in that regard. Like
I'll keep it 100. Yeah.
I'm not saying that I was like, yo, I'm trying. All I'm saying is, even then, even though I was still like that, my cousins was still fucking with me. It's like it just came with it.
Yeah,
it's like you got to deal with it, bro. You're fine.
My brother was putting me on with girls in high school, nigga. Any girl that he knew, he didn't fuck with, he put me on with them.
I remember that, but you weren't. You.
What? How old are you in ninth grade?
Well, ninth grade. I was.
No, how old? Just in general, like what's
15.
15. Oh, okay, yeah, dude. I remember. 14, a girl, 15, yeah. a female messaged me, some like weird female from my school messaged me basically asking to hook up, and I got like scared, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa, what? Like, because I knew I was gonna see her the next day. I was just like,
it's so awkward.
I was like, see, what is that? Like, what?
My thing is,
she wants to do what?
I feel like this is just how I view it. Like, I remember I got my little brother. He on the other side. He that's how I'm gonna describe it. On the other side, I remember growing up and trying to get him to like asking him about girls, because I was like, yo, these niggas can't turn out to be gay, none of this shit. So like, I feel like in our community that definitely plays the fact that like, nigga, we gotta like we gotta keep that shit going, man. Don't stop because these weird ass niggas on the internet are sensitive, and we live in this woke era. Or fake woke era of people that are just sensitive to everything. Oh my gosh, did you hear the conversation he had? They'll do anything to try and cancel you. But you can't let that shit stop. You just got to keep doing what you do, because that's not reality. The reality is majority of teenage boys are sexually active, and if they don't actively go talk to girls and try to do these things, it's because they're not comfortable with these things. So in order to make them comfortable, you have to put them in positions, and you have to see how they respond. You have to motivate them. You have to do all these things. And that's not to say we don't practice safe sex, because they're trying to paint it like, oh, well, you should be teaching them safe sex and not talking about, oh, you get bitches or da-da-da-da, like, oh, would you fuck Boy Max or like shit like that.
Yeah. No, I actually feel you. Based on what you said then, if this situation happened in 2012, you think it'll be like a whole thing?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
You had Tyler the Creator making music.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been
we wouldn't
nothing.
even thinking about it. Making music. So that's why I was like, that's why when I heard it, because when you originally talked to me about it too, before I saw the video, I was like, what the fuck did Ag do?
Right.
Because I thought it was going to be something crazy. Now, I was like, oh, this sounds like some fucking dumb
normal shit.
So I don't know. That was just me though. Everyone can have their opinions on that, but yeah, I agree with you on that regard, Jamaree. Kids are gonna. It's not every single kid though. I'm not saying that.
Not every single kid.
A lot of teenagers, of course, gonna be sexually active. They got to have that conversation, practicing safe sex and da da da.
But for the kid to say, I think this is grooming, nigga, you weird.
Yeah,
you looking for something.
That's
to
a
go
kid
viral.
who does that, but that's a kid who doesn't know the definition. He just he's online chronically and he hears that word circulating. Everything is grooming nowadays. Yeah. I'm like, that's grooming is R. Kelly was grooming.
You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do.